That should not be that good.
With ricotta cheese, whole wheat flour, honey, poppy seeds, and an egg, we're recreating the ancient version of this popular dessert. Marcus Porcius Cato, better known as Cato the Elder, was a Roman senator and historian. At around 160 BC, Cato wrote what is now considered the oldest surviving work of Latin prose, De Agri Cultura, which was written depicting many aspects of country life in the later Roman Republic. This text contains many interesting takes on rural life, but also holds some recipes that can be made from ingredients produced by the farms. One of these recipes being a Savillum. Rather than cream cheese, graham crackers, and sugar, this recipe utilizes either sheep or cow ricotta cheese, wheat flour, and honey. And as in the same custom as today, this dish would have been served at the end of a Roman meal as dessert. So for this recipe, I'm using ricotta cheese. You could also use goat cheese. Gonna add 3 cups into a mixing bowl, and come on, Rob. You got this. You got it. Get it in. There we go. Almost. All right. So 3 cups of the ricotta cheese into a mixing bowl, followed by the whole wheat flour. Using whole wheat flour for authenticity, but you could use white flour if you don't want that earthy taste. Cracking an egg. Of course, got to get that little piece of shell to, be authentic. Whisk that up, and that is going to be added to the mixing bowl, and then we're going to squeeze in that cup of honey. And here's a tip for you: just put the honey in a bowl of hot water, let it warm up. Cold honey is only going to give you a workout as you try and squeeze it out of there. Another thing is maybe grease the measuring cup before putting the honey in. If not, like a quarter of it gets stuck in there, and you have to figure out how to measure that little last bit into the mixing bowl. But a little bit of editing magic here, and we've got a full cup of honey in the mixing bowl. Okay, gonna mix this all up, get it nice and homogenized. I guess you just kind of want to get that real delicious uniform beige look to the batter. I was really excited here to use my new springform pan. I just want to layer this out, smooth it out, try and get a nice layer that's not too thick in the center or around the edges. Just kind of keep the same depth throughout. And with the honey and ricotta, it's a fairly thick and sticky mixture, so it's hard to do. And I'm just getting fancy here, cleaning the edges. Removing any air bubbles, I don't know, it just seemed like the right thing to do. And if you're forgetful like I am, now's the time to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Recipe says to throw this in for 1 hour and 40 minutes. And, oh yeah, look at that, that's looking beautiful. Okay, maybe 1 hour and 30 minutes is best. A little overcooked, but that's alright. I'm gonna poke all the holes in it now. Gonna poke a lot of holes in this thing. That's so when I pour the honey over it, all that honey seeps deep into the cake. And I have learned from my past mistakes, so I'm going to just squeeze about 3/4 cup of honey directly over this cheesecake. Sprinkling just a little bit of poppy seeds onto the cheesecake. Alright, sprinkle those all over. It doesn't have to be a mound in the center, that's up to you. But then that goes back into the oven for 10 minutes. When that 10 minutes is up, remove it from the oven and get that springform pan off of there. Be careful not to burn yourself with that molten hot liquid honey as I did. Oh, that looks good. Now I'm just cutting this up. And although this was cooked a little bit longer than it probably should have been, The texture was perfect. I kind of liked it a little bit firmer. It does look kind of like an ancient cake. Maybe like it was even dug up from ancient times. But I say it a lot, it does smell really good, so let's see. I'm not really a big cheesecake guy, so that should not be that good. That is really good. It's not too sweet. That's good. I don't like really sweet cakes. This is kind of like cheesecake meets sweet potato pie. I'm sold. That's good. Try it.